UFO sighting. It's been over 30 years, and I'm still scratching my head over this one. I'm from the Gulf Coast of Texas, and while I lived in a medium-sized city down there, the surrounding countryside is known for all sorts of strange and paranormal events and sightings. I personally don't believe in alien visitations. The energy and resources needed to visit our planet, even coming from the nearest star system, would be insane. I believe that there is other life out there. I just don't believe that it's paying us visits. Still, I was definitely spooked when I was outside after dark, at the age of 9. My family lived in a second-story apartment, with a large front yard and a parking lot in the back. The lot and yard were connected by 2 breezeways that passed through the building's first floor. The streetlights were on, so the entire area was bathed in an orange glow. I was alone when something made me look up at the dark sky. Due to the light pollution, no stars could be seen, so my eyes easily zeroed in on the flashing light that was traveling across the sky in a vaguely northeast to southwest direction. Oh, I thought, it's just a plane. I could see a flashing red light and a steady white light as the object approached my area from behind the apartment building. I watched it slowly get closer, and I noticed something odd then. Due to unlucky genetics, my long-distance vision has never been that great. So an object as distant as a plane, even a low-flying one, should have been fuzzy and indistinct. Yet this object was fairly clear to me. I could see the light shining on the underside, could see the briefest sight of whatever shape the flashing red light was mounted on as it blinked on and off. It occurred to me then that for me to be seeing it so clearly, it had to be very low. Low enough that I should have been able to see it better, enough to see lights from the city reflecting off of it. Yet outside of the areas illuminated by the object's own lights, there was nothing but blackness. It was almost as the rest of the object wasn't there at all. I started to feel a little creeped out then, and it was then that I noticed something else. The object was completely silent. No engines, no whirring propellers or fan intakes, no rotor blades chopping the air, just total silence. Even jets passing over at 35,000 feet can be heard if one is in a quiet enough area, so I should have had no problem hearing this thing as it closed in on my location. The hair on my arm stood up, and I was hit with the need to hide. I had to get out of sight immediately. I ducked into the nearest breezeway and went halfway down, so I could only be seen if the thing landed, which I hoped, prayed it wouldn't. I stayed there for several minutes until I worked up the nerve to peek out. It was gone, and I ran up the stairs and down the walkway to my family's home, where I told no one of what I had seen.